Let's toss it over to Carl Rippy and Valeria Fugate, who have more. How's it going out there?
Thanks, Aiden. We are here on this beautiful Friday at Fridays on the Plaza.
Right.
We're expecting to hear Out of Sight starting at 6 o'clock, and Sky from LMFAO at 7:30. There's food trucks, there's beer trucks, and it's such a gorgeous day today. Carl, tell us what we can expect on the weather.
Okay, so as far as gorgeous goes, it really is. It's definitely on the warmer side though, but here's the good news. There's a splash pad down here at the depot. If you want to cool off, because you might need to, you can feel free to do that. The kids playing, parents playing, all kinds of stuff.
Nice and cool.
Yeah, right, cool you right. In fact, I might go do that pretty soon too, because we're right in the full sun. And speaking of that full sun, the way that it looked for us today, we saw some clear skies to start. And then we saw that as we got into the afternoon, the sun really did shine through. And that was something that we had a chance to really enjoy. We got through our lunch hour and it started to get really warmed up as we got into the afternoon. Kind of where we're sitting now, where it's like 700 degrees. We are noticing too that in the transition where we saw those mid to upper 90s and lower 100s, that it was warm enough that it's going to really linger tonight while you're out and about. The heat is going to return tomorrow, just so you have an idea. And we may have a storm or two that tries to fire off, because there'll be a cloud that'll drift through. And with those clouds, we also have that chance for some active weather. And with that, we could get a storm that might be a little stronger, but I don't think it's anything to worry about. It'll be mostly to our east. So with that in mind, we'll have something to talk about in the full forecast.
Come on down and join us.
Yeah.
Back to you, Aiden.
Thanks, guys.
All right, we are here at the Cheyenne Depot enjoying Fridays on the Plaza today. It is such a gorgeous day, and this delicious breeze that's floating through here.
There's a delicious breeze. Yeah.
We've also got some shaved ice and some shady spots for folks if you're trying to get away from the sun.
Right.
But tell us, like, are these temperatures going to last? Can we expect some coolness?
Yes. So we do have some of that hot weather still coming at us. And with that hot weather, we'll probably see a lot of these mid to upper 90s that's going to be around the area. Could even see a triple digit for many of us as far as some of our neighbors to the south, north, and even to the west. We're going to see a lot of that warmth circulate in. And with that warmth circulating in, we'll also notice that that heat is going to be here to stay, and that's something that's going to persist through the weekend, and something to be prepared for, because it's easy to get overexposed. We're almost to that point now, but the good news is there's going to be some shade, and there's going to be a bit of a cool off as we get into the late evening hours. That's going to be wonderful for us. Now, we do have a storm or two that is going to try to work in, and that's going to be in the western panhandle of Nebraska for some of us in South Dakota. Some of those storms could be a little strong. So with that in mind, we have something to talk about coming up in the full forecast.
Back to you, Aiden.
Thanks, guys. Republicans will gather next week in Milwaukee to...
All right, welcome back. Well, tonight is going to be more of a pop and EDM themed. Guess who we have tonight?
Tell us.
It's going to be Sky from LMFAO. Do you remember that band back a little bit
so
in the
kind of electronic
2000s?
music.
And their opening act is going to be Out of Sight. But, you know, there's something for everyone here tonight, isn't there?
Yeah. So not only do we have some nice conditions because we had a breeze, you called it delicious earlier.
Absolutely.
It's cooled off considerably since we saw you last, which was just a few minutes. The sun's going down a little bit further. We've got less heat to deal with. It was a beautiful day other than being really hot. And with that too, the clouds that tried to make their way through, they didn't really amount to too much. So we've got a lot to enjoy as we get into the later evening hours. And for those of you that might make your way down to the depot, there is shady places to sit before it does cool off. And with that cool off tonight, we're really going to recover from being in those mid to lower 90s as we made it through the latter part of the afternoon. This is the way it looked across much of the area, some triple digits. So even Valeria's eyes are bugging out at that. It's a warm one across much of the area. And as far as just having some of the relief, the clouds aren't really going to give us much. We may get a little bit of a sprinkle here and there, but it is going to be sparse. It won't really amount to all that much. And as far as anything that's going on that could be a little bit more active, that's going to be something that is going to hit us as we get into next week. So for us, a Saturday and Sunday, the main event is going to be the heat, and anything that does go severe is going to be well to our east. We may still have an environment that will foster a thunderstorm here and there, but they're going to be isolated. They're not going to amount to a whole lot. It doesn't look like it's going to be severe, which is really good news. And as far as our morning low, we're going to be kind of where we were this morning in those lower 60s, upper 50s, boost back into the mid to upper 90s for the afternoon. Not only for us today, but or tomorrow, but also as we get into our Sunday. So that's going to hold with us pretty strongly. There's just heat all around us, and this is the way it looks as we go forward. So as we kind of talked about before, that disturbance that's coming through next week, that's going to affect us. It's also going to bring our temperatures into the lower 80s, upper 70s by Wednesday. So some relief for us, some moisture. For those of you that have dropped in from over the hill, we do have a lot going on in Cheyenne. If you want to make the trip over here, you can kind of experience the same kind of conditions, maybe a little warmer. Across the rest of the region, a lot of those storms that we talked about are going to affect us as we get into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And that's something that we'll also talk about tonight at 10, so a lot going on, and that'll give us a little bit more in the meantime. So we're going to check in with Aiden right now.
All right, so more folks are starting to trickle into the Depot Plaza. They're getting ready for tonight's show. So what can folks expect from the weather?
Well, you know what? It is going to cool off, which is a good thing because we've had our share of heat. And with that, we also noticed that in the triple digits, we will stay for tomorrow. For many of us, not everybody, but with the dry air and the full sunshine, something to consider is extra hydration.
Yes,
maybe even
hydrate.
Yeah.
And for the folks that don't want to cook for tonight, moms, food trucks everywhere.
Yeah, there's food trucks, there's ice cream,
Exactly.
there's shaved ice, there's a splash pad.
Beverages.
So we've got lots going on. We hope to see you down here, and we will catch you soon if that's the case.
Come on down and join us.